base coach for 20 years. I did it 15 years in the big leagues with Boch. Did it 7 down here and then 8 up there in San Francisco. Did it all through the minor leagues when I was managing in the minor leagues. And I was in charge of base running up in San Francisco as well as a base running coach. And it's amazing how things will happen in a game and then you don't score, and some of the reactions from not only the players but sometimes the people who don't know what the players, what they're thinking about at times. But so I had a runner, Richard Rillia, on first base in LA. Hit a ball down the corner. I ran down here and jammed him home, got him safe, followed him barking like a dog, because I always chased him down like that because I had a paper route and I learned you run faster when you're chased by a dog. So next inning or 2 innings later, ball hit, same Richie Rillia, ball hit down again. I jam him home again. Next day he goes on the disabled list and he comes out in the paper and goes, well, what do you expect? I had to run 240 feet twice. And I'm not a math major, I'm not an analytic, one of those metric guys, but I do know that 240 feet is not the distance between first, second, third, and home. Okay, we'll cover you there on that one. But and then Bonds one time, he could have walked home, and I'm chasing him, and he stops and comes back. I go, everyone goes, Flannery, he goes, hey man, my undergarments got tangled. Like, how am I supposed to know that, right? How am I supposed to know that? So one night, 4th of July, I was dealing with these guys on the bases, and my wife's at a great party in Del Mar. Tracy Weaver, if everybody knows Tracy Weaver, he has legendary 4th of July parties, and so it was cool for her to be there, and I'm out working. But then that night she called and goes, honey, I'd love to talk to you, but don't go home on account of me. And I'm going, there's a third base coach's song right there. So I put it all together. And Boch and I were signed to go. We signed in October, and the plan was Bonds was going to leave to go somewhere else that year, and we were going to be brought in to create this new team after the nuclear warhead blew up. But Bonds didn't go, so we were with him that year, and some of the things that happened that season were just horrendous, how people were treating him. And Barry's a lightning rod. He brings that on himself too, though. But so he was at third base one night in Fenway Park. They throw a big old water bottle full of urine that explodes all over both of us, And then that same road trip in Chicago at Wrigley Field, I'm up back in the training room it was all-day games at that series we had. I went and got some Advil because I was on Rush Street the night before, probably with Mark Grant, It was so crazy. I just started laughing, right, when I think about Mark Grant. He doesn't kiss and tell. That's why, So anyway, the next day I'm in the training room, and Reverend Jesse Jackson walks in, and I'm like, and he came in to pray on Barry Bonds, and I'm in the corner, like hiding because I think I got caught. I wasn't really, and Bonds during the prayer, Bonds just laughs in his face, and I'm like going, I'm a preacher's kid, don't do that. We will never win another game. I started going through it all, So that's the part about Jesse Jackson in the song. It's called Baby Don't Come On Home on Account of Me. The thunder's been rolling for 3 days now. Rain on the window, tears of a cloud, and I'm crying out loud, baby, won't you talk to me? There's weird things won a game, it was like we were beat up and dragged through the mud. So one of those torture nights, I didn't have a third verse for this song. I checked my trusty flip phone after the game in my pocket of the clubhouse of the coaches area, and it had this text message, and I said, that's as good as anything I can write. That's going to be my third verse. I need weed, wine, and Willie just to wind down. My heart keeps pounding when you come around. When you come around, something different seems to sing to me. Well, the night on the town won't get me all riled. I don't care if your hair blows free and wild, long as the wind of change brings you back to me. Don't come on home, Richie, don't come on home, Barry, don't come on home on account of me. Hey, I probably had another couple days of no runs, so I wrote another song.